here to impart my wisdom about what I've learned in life.
I will make absolutely sure that you have every opportunity that life has to offer.
I'm not going to lie to you. The only way to guarantee success is with an education. And in order to prepare you for a top school, you have to go to a great preschool.
Welcome to Pugsy's Academy of Excellence. We only accept the best here.
A prepared child
is a successful child.
Oh my God, excellent. Unfortunately, this year, we only have one slot.
I know they have a strategy. I just have to figure out what it is.
We need to know what Dylan's up against.
You are insane.
Welcome to my humble abode.
Daddy, can I show him my new routine?
Wonderful idea.
Routine.
Find another option, another path for Dylan.
I didn't have a kid to not have him go to the best preschool in town, Alan.
Isn't it nice to connect to other parents?
This is Dylan.
Nice to meet you, bud.
Athletic little guy.
Brian. God.
I underestimated him. It is on.
You right there, pal? Oh, dear.
Oh, my God!
We are a brilliant team. There isn't a single problem we can't fix.
We're just getting started, pal.
You've been in fights. You kidnapped senior citizens.
Spread out. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't know which one of the two of you are crazier. Just want the same thing.
Oi!
What's best for our children? Get off.
I just think you need a doctor.
Yeah.
Hello. Sorry, can you see me? I apologize. My screen isn't working. Just want to make sure.
No, I can see you perfectly, and you've got the earth in the background, and you've got you look very spectral, and you're making me think of the never-ending story right now. This is very nice for me.
I appreciate that. Thank you. With your accent. Good.
No, I was good. No, you go ahead. Well, I was just going to ask you. Sorry, I'm just taking away. I'm swapping jobs with you just for a second. But can I ask you what's the story with Nerds Rule the World? Like, how did it? Tell me about how it came about. Oh, you've frozen. Oh no, you're back.
Introduction. My name is Heather with the NRW Nerds Rule the World, and to answer that question, it's just a bunch of nerds. We started as a comic book group, and that shifted into everything because they are nerdy, right?
Everybody,
we're nerds.
We're all nerds. Great.
Charity, thank you so much for spending time with me today. For those out there in the universe, she plays Lauren, who in PRESCHOOL, the film that is currently available. Tell me, Lauren is a delight. Who is she to you? Who is she to you?
Well, Lauren, I like Lauren because she's very comfortable in her own skin, and there is somebody that I know. It's my dog, by the way. The background. It's my dog, Honey. I don't know if you can hear her. I can. Lauren is a really interesting character because she is somebody who is she's very wealthy. She has a kind of a heritage, and I think that there is some comedy to be found in that kind of character. And I do know somebody who shall not be named, who has a sense of that kind of, living in a massive, great big mansion and just absolute kind of confidence. This person that I based her on has so much confidence that when a friend of mine went to visit her, she got hold of her dress to see what it was like, and she just pulled it down. And wasn't embarrassed in the slightest that my friend was just standing there in her bra. And she just carried on asking her a question about her dress my friend was like, oh my God, kind of thing. And so my character's based on this person who is just very, very kind of confidently in the world, hasn't really had any major challenges. But I will say that she has a huge amount of heart. and is someone that is trying to support her husband, which is quite an unusual dynamic, I think, in a film. That her husband needs support. She met him when he was doing many different startup businesses that didn't work, and she supports him not only financially, as we discover, but with her business acumen as well, and helps him kind of develop his businesses and to sort of support that. I can hear my friend downstairs. Yeah, so she helps to support him, and I think they are in a genuine loving relationship, and they tried very hard to have a baby, and then unfortunately it was very, very difficult for them, and so they are deeply, deeply overjoyed when Grace arrives. And then you meet them in this scenario where Grace is beginning to get older, and the real world for her is coming quick and fast, and they want to do their very best for her. And I think Lauren is just deeply surprised at her husband's kind of ongoing feud, however is trying to sort of, I think in the background, we perhaps don't see this in the film, gently work out where is this coming from. And for me, that's the interesting point of the film. Of course, it's really funny. We see these two couples, they're competing, they want the best, they're after perhaps some pretty silly ideals, and they are on a journey of discovery about really what is the point of living? What world are we creating for our children? What world do we want our children to go into? What's the most important thing about life? And what do we want to teach our children? Is it, having lots of money and being on lots of technology and having everything that life can, bring when you're really rich? Or is it fundamentally learning about relationships, interacting with each other, having fun, listening to each other? And I think Lauren has actually got quite a lot of that down. And so, I enjoy the film for its two different kind of ways at looking at this kind of storyline. It's both about allowing the predominantly men in the film some space to speak and to recognize what in their own history and their own life is driving them to feel so competitive and to want to look a certain way publicly, to look deeply successful, and to kind of feel valid and acknowledged. And I think that strain of the film is really important, actually.
Just to go right off of that, one of the things that I really enjoyed about the film is the fact that both moms, seem like they are very aware of their power in the dynamic, and they are willing to provide that power to their husbands, to springboard off of. They want their husbands to feel comfortable, but it's very clear that they are in power. What are your thoughts on that? Where you have these two strong women who are just like, sure, honey, you're totally in control.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting, like the power dynamic between couples. Yeah, I don't know if they're actually in control. I wouldn't say they're able to control one another at all. I think that's quite nice, and that's what's real about the relationships, really. I don't think the wives are able to control their husbands or have power over them, but I do think that they're on an equal footing. So it's not like, oh, 1 second. So my son is going to a school disco. And he wants to know what to wear. And so there's that. But we have an hour, so it's okay. I'm like, I planned it. I knew that we would talk about this, but just have something to eat first. That's going to be fine. So parenting, anyway.
Well, we'll diverge straight into that. As a mother, what did you feel that you brought to this role? Let's talk about it.
Complete confusion about how to be a parent, maybe something to do with that, like the absolute knowledge that it's nothing, you can't do everything perfectly, basically. And I really enjoy seeing that reflected on screen. There's no way anybody can be a perfect parent, and I think that it's quite funny watching people try. And I think, like we were talking about before, everybody has their own idea of what they should be doing, and that's based on many things. Like there's loads of stuff now to tell us how to parent. online that you can find out, which is also deeply confusing because there's just millions and millions of differing views on that. And then within your own family, there's differing views. And then within your own sort of like subconscious life experience, that tells you something about how to do it. And whether or not that makes you do the right thing or not is something that we kind of discover as we do it. So I think the best thing is, I'm clear, to keep talking, basically, to be able to, express yourself as you go through it, because being a parent brings up so much stuff about you as a person and how you were brought up and what you think. And some of it is easy and some of it is difficult. But I love the fact that in the film there are moments for everybody to contemplate, because that is something we can all relate to. We just all need to talk more. We need space and time.
With the fundamental theme of this is letting kids be kids in so many ways. And just using that statement, it's not only talking, it's allowing kids to experience their own generation in a way that we've never experienced before. What did you enjoy about that theme? What did you add to it? What would you like to see more of in the future?
So would you just say that question to me one more time? Sorry.
Sure. Sorry, my shirt's, all of us are having problems today. My shirt's going crazy.
It's okay.
The fundamental theme of the film was letting these kids be kids, and the
yeah.
moms are very, very forward with that. What did you really enjoy about that? What would you like to see more of in the future?
As in, like, in my life, or for the characters?
In the film industry, and in future stories, stuff like that.
In future stories. Oh, that's interesting, about kids being allowed to be kids. My dog is now coming in. Honey, I would like, yeah, I think that there's definitely a sense in film of people having to look amazing all the time. That's something I would speak to. Like, I just have been doing a bit of work. So I also make work. I'm starting to sort of produce more and more, actually. And I'm also interested in talking about film. And like, I've started recently to do things like to host screenings of things. And I just hosted a screening of a really brilliant film, which is a documentary called Power Station. And it's a film about a local community coming together to get solar panels on their roofs. And it's predominantly about two artists who are parents. And it's filmed in lockdown, and it's in North London. And what they did is amazing. They made this massive art activation, and they saw energy prices rising, and they got their street to get involved in a big fundraiser, and they got solar panels on the roofs of people that were really struggling to pay for their energy bills. And as a film, it works brilliantly. And part of the reason I really love it also is because they show themselves to be quite sort of warts and all, I would say, is probably very English expression. And I think that, like, we see this a lot in theatre and we see it in some TV, but there's often this real kind of focus on everything looking perfect and looking really beautiful. My son's really calling for me. I should probably go. I'm going to have to go. But I would just say, yeah, this focus on everything appearing perfect is something I'm not sure I'm okay with as a parent, because I think it's not realistic. And it puts your value system in just literally what you look like and not what you're doing and what you're saying. And so I really enjoy films that are able to laugh at themselves for sure, and also to show how just people being human and being vulnerable and not being perfect all the time. That's because I'm not perfect all the time, as you probably see.
Thank you, Charity. I'll let you go. Preschool's available to rent and buy online right now. Thank you so much for your time, and you have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Heather. It's been joyful. Bye.
thanks. I've heard about you too, but I didn't know that nerds rule the world. But that's kind of cool.
Nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Yeah.
Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world. Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Awesome. Kuya P, nerds rule the world. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
Nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
And I love what you do, and I love nerds, and you know, I think we're all nerds at heart. But anyway,
Thank you, nerds rule.
Love it.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julian.
Yes.
Rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
Absolutely.
And you're right. Nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes. Yes. Nerds do rule the world. I agree.
We do.
I agree.
We're awesome, aren't we?
Thank you, ladies.
Nerds so much.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
And nerds really do rule the world.
Thank you, sir. It's your boy Kuya P. Nerds rule the world. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
do. They rule the world, all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Love you, nerds, dude. Get it.
Well, I was good until I saw that this is Nerds Rule the World. So are we talking about like everybody you interview is a nerd, right?
Oh, it's a legal requirement. It is.
It's a legal requirement. Or the second you popped on screen, I was like, wait, are you supposed to be the queen nerd then?
I hope so. My handle is Heather is a nerd, so I am a professional at least.
Okay. But then you enter that whole question of like, well, if you're calling yourself a nerd, are you really a nerd? True nerd, would they call them? I don't know. I'm going to start going cross-eyed.
Going to psychoanalyze this a little bit.
Yeah.
Nerds do be ruling the world.
Hey, let's go. Swang Hu in the building. All right, there's a cut.